The Russian attack on Ukraine is turning out to be a big test for the military capability of Ukraine. Since Russia is much more powerful in every aspect of warfare, Ukraine has been trying to get military aid from the Western countries. Their Minister of Technology, Mykhailo Fedorov, has been appealing to tech companies and other people to help Ukraine strengthen its military technology. In this video, we're going to discuss both Russian and Ukrainian military technology, how Ukraine has been trying to get aid to strengthen their technology to bring the fight to the danger that stands at their door, rather, is already inside their house. It's going to be a very informative video, so let's get started. Let's start with what Russians are capable of, and what kind of arrows they hold in their quiver. As you guys know, that Russian military is one of the most powerful militaries in the world. They don't only have the manpower, they have very much advanced in the technological world and pose a great threat to whoever tries to lock horns with them. Military technology innovation enables Russia's way of war and informs new concepts of operation and military thought around future warfare, especially asymmetric advantages against more powerful competitors. The new weapon system of Russia, which was introduced back in 2018, was an eye-opener for the West. The system is known as super weapons. It clearly signaled Russia's intent to innovate in the defense field to counter the perceived conventional military superiority of great powers like the US and NATO allies. What does it tell us? The Russians have clearly been preparing for the worst for a long time. The advancements that they've been making in the field of defense have been mind-boggling. Russia is pursuing the incremental integration of asymmetric force multiplier technologies into its established and legacy weapon systems. Meanwhile, the defense industry has developed new systems and capabilities in military robotics and has successfully integrated unmanned vehicles, particularly aerial drones, into its military operations. We are all aware that Russia maintains an active space program that includes systems supporting military operations. It is very much capable of countering and distributing the space activities of its competitors while remaining open to arrangements regulating military space. During the last 3 decades, both the space industry and the divisions of the armed forces that are responsible for space operations have undergone numerous reorganizations. In the current structure of the Russian armed forces, established in 2015, the Space Forces exist as a separate branch within the Air and Space Forces, KVS. The KVS is a service that also includes the Military Air Force and the Air and Space Defense Forces. You guys might be wondering, what is all of this for? Well, having this enormous space system keeps Russia aware of the things one would not expect them to know. This system is responsible for space situational awareness, early warning of ballistic missile attacks, satellite launches and operations, and maintaining all elements of the space infrastructure at a high degree of readiness. One of the tasks assigned to the Space Forces is the detection of threats to Russia in space and from space, and, if necessary, fending off those threats. The Russian military is aware of modern warfare in a way there are a few who can stand up to them. Russian military artificial intelligence is another that we wouldn't want to miss out in this video. Russia's approach to military AI prioritizes technologies and capabilities that can be used to debilitate the adversary's command, control, and communication systems, as well as gain information superiority. Since his appointment as defense minister in 2012, Sergei Shoigu, in close coordination with President Vladimir Putin, has successfully shepherded the Russian military modernization effort, with notable accomplishments in the procurement of modern radars, communications, equipment, electronic warfare systems, robotics, unmanned aerial vehicles, and high-precision strike assets. Now, as Shoigu recently proclaimed, quote, "It is necessary to ensure the introduction of artificial intelligence technologies and weapons that determine the future appearance of the armed forces." Russian leaders and military strategists identify a broad range of areas for the employment of AI, including command and control, robotic systems, EW, cyberspace and information warfare, military logistics, training, health and medicine, and forecasting. While the Western and especially American culture of innovation is marked by high levels of tech optimism and a tendency to view and use cutting-edge technologies as a solution to tactical and strategic problems, Russia's approach to military applications of AI is more utilitarian and pragmatic. AI technologies are largely discussed as enablers and amplifiers of established, albeit continuously evolving, means and methods of warfare reflecting on evolutionary rather than revolutionary approach to emerging technologies. A while ago, Russia introduced a 1,500 mile/hour AI stealth fighter jet. It rivals America's F-35 fighter jet. Vladimir Putin was seen inspecting one of the most deadly fighter jets that can fly at twice the speed of sound and use artificial intelligence capability to hunt out targets. Well, you don't want to be in the way of one of these, do you? Russia never ceases to amaze the world with its capability in producing the best communication systems in the military, the best intelligence, and you guys must already be aware of the weaponry Russia has. On the other hand, if we talk about Ukraine and its capability as military power, they are not small, but when compared to Russia, they're no match for the Russian military. However, since Russia attacked Ukraine, they too have been trying to arm themselves against them, with the help of the West in different aspects of warfare. In fact, the West has been helping Ukraine with military tech and weapons long before the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The US has been providing military assistance to Ukraine since the Russian annexation of Crimea in 2014, originally providing non-lethal support including body armor, logistic supplies, and training. Since authorizing the provision of lethal military equipment to Ukraine in 2017, the US has supplied Ukrainian forces with small arms, ammunition, anti-tank (AT) and anti-aircraft (AA) systems, unmanned aerial systems (UAS), and communications equipment. Two notable systems are the FIM-92 Stinger AA missile and FGM-148 Javelin, the latter being an advanced AT weapon which deploys a fire-and-forget missile optimized to destroy armored vehicles. The US government has provided over $1 billion in military assistance to the Ukrainian government over the past year. The United Kingdom too has been helping Ukraine to enhance its military technology and to strengthen its power. The British government had closely aligned its policy with that of its US counterparts, providing non-lethal military assistance from 2015, including logistical supplies and specialized training. The British government has since mirrored the US's lethal aid policy and provided the Ukrainian army with 2,000 next-generation light anti-tank and LAW laser-guided missiles. These have appeared prominently in combat footage and various photographs currently circulating in the media. The EU has always tried not to participate in war, but the Russian invasion of Ukraine, as you guys know, is too big a threat to the West. So, it has forced them to rethink their policies. EU members have agreed to finance the purchase of 450 million euros worth of arms and the equipment to support the Ukrainian government, which will most likely include small arms, ammunition, personal protective equipment, PPE, and AT-AA systems. With the help of these Western countries, Ukraine does have some, or does it? Because it's Russia they're fighting. When it comes to cyber war and hacking, the Russians are pretty notorious in that regard as well. Back in 2017, the Russian hackers took control of the electric power system of the Ukraine. Ever since this invasion started, there has been an ongoing fear in Ukraine and other Western countries that the Russian hackers will try to disrupt the banking system, the grid power, and a lot more through their hacking. There's a hacker group in Russia known as the Red Bandits. They've been working with the Russian government in the cyber war against Ukraine. They've been hacking Ukrainian military websites, hacking Ukrainian police dashcams, and of course, they pawned the Ukrainian government mail server. It has also been said that the Red Bandits is just a front for Russian intelligence. However, these guys have only appeared 2 weeks ago, so not a lot of information can be found on them. The hacking community in Russia is very large, and they have been right down to business in the cyber war against Ukraine. To counter the Russians, Ukrainian hackers have been doing their part. But there is one group of hackers that have said it loud and clear that they're coming for Russia. This group is called Anonymous. They have declared cyber war against Russia. They posted an audio message for Vladimir Putin. They said numerous government websites in Russia are being taken down. However, this is just the beginning. They threatened him, saying that his secrets will no longer be safe, and that the Russian government is going to face the full wrath of world hackers. With the help of the West in every aspect, Ukraine has been trying its utmost best to bring the fight to Russia. But at the end of the day, the Russians are just too powerful in every aspect. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Elon Musk is also helping Ukraine on cyber warfare. Check this video out right here for more details about that.